Yeah, hi everyone. Welcome to aArambh, Roadmap to the IT World. So, in the previous video, we discussed about arithmetic operators and relational operators. So, let me do one thing. Control X. This is the second video. Okay. Now, in this video, what we will do, I'll call this as part one of our operators and expressions. And in this video, we will cover, I have to comment this out. I'll cover these three. Part two, operators and expressions. Operators and expressions. So I am copying this. Okay, I'm copying this. And now what I will do is I'm showing how to open a new program every time. Maybe for a couple of videos, 4 to 5 videos, I will do that so that you will get used to the IDE. So whenever I want to write a new program, I'll go here to this snack bar kind of a thing. I'll click on File, New Project. This time I will call it as Operators Part 2. So in my local folder, I'm saving it here. I have unchecked add sample code. JDK 21 version. JDK 21 version is the version that are being used. And we'll click on create. And previously I did new window. This time I'll do this window. So whatever window that we are seeing here, the open new window will actually overwrite this window. It's like this will be closed and the new program will be opened here only. So we can do this window or new window depending on our use case. If we want to work on two programs at one time, we'll go for a new window. If we don't want to refer to this anymore, we can go to this window. And we will also note this part. Here you see a symbol, right? This means the main method is there. Main method is not there. The symbol will not be there. In the last video, we thought we will look at that. We will look at that now. So, and this SRC is referred to as the source folder. This is a standard folder structure. I'll just select this, right click, new. I want to put a Java class inside it. And the name of it, I want to give it as operators part 2. I can give any other name. I can say operators P2. It doesn't have to be same as this name if you guys get confused. So it can be any name operators. Only thing is the standard convention, good coding practice is to start with a O for a Java class. I press enter. You see, there is no symbol here around this C. This is a class. This is because you gave a class. Java shows that it's a class. Once I come here and I put the main method inside it, I say main and I do a tab. As soon as the main method is inside here, you see there is a symbol change. This triangle means that you can execute the class now. Let's say if I just run the class without any, it doesn't have any code, but I can still run the class because we are running the main method inside any class. There is nothing displayed here, but execution has been done. So if I place my cursor here, what we are doing, run main method dot operator is there in operators P2 class dot the main method, please run. So if this main method is not there, we don't have that run symbol there. Okay, if the main method is there, we get the symbol there. So I pasted whatever I got from the other class. Now what I will do is I'll put the main method here, tab. Now everything is ready. For now, our focus is logical operators, assignment operators, and ternary operators in this video. In logical operators, what we have is this symbol is called as ampersand. Ampersand symbol will give double ampersand, or this symbol is referred to as a OR symbol. So if you go to your keyboard, you will find this ampersand symbol on number 7 on the keyboard. If you see, if you do a shift over that, you will get this symbol. Similarly, in the keyboard, above the enter enter key will be there, right, on the keyboard. Above that, you see a black backslash, and this is a pipe symbol. This is called as a pipe, double pipe we are giving, and it is referred to as a OR symbol in the Java language. And then we have a not symbol. This is a not. The exclamation, usually on the keyboard, we have the one number symbol, right? One number. If you do a shift, we'll get this. This is referred to as not. So I will write here and or not. So next time, whenever I say and or not, we are referring to these symbols. And assignment operator equal to. This is an assignment operator. And ternary operator, we have we have a question mark in the column. I will explain this later on after a while how this ternary operator works. So first we'll come to the logical operators. In the logical operators, how we will test is, let's say I'll take a variable boolean is adult. So whenever we say a boolean, usually we are checking like is something, and we are following the lower camel case, right? The first word is, this is in lowercase, and the second word is adult, that is in camel uppercase. So combinedly, we refer to it as the lower camel case convention. So is adult, I'm assigning a value true. That means we are referring to someone who is an adult. He is an adult. It is true. That's why we have mentioned here. And we say Boolean has next letter. It should start with a capital ID. Has ID equal to false. So someone is an adult, but he doesn't have an ID. So what we want to check is sys out is adult and has ID. So here what we are doing is true and false. So we will look at a table here. Usually this is referred to as a truth table. We also have this in mathematics, but then I'm explaining it here. True and true. When we have true and true, the result is true. When we have true and false, the result is false, because and is a stricter comparison. If we have false and true, the result is again false. And if we have false and false, the result is false. So here, because it is true and false, the result should be false. So we'll try to check this. We'll run the command, the main method inside the class. So we got false printed. Now we will check for the or. Is adult or has ID. So is adult is true or false. Again, we have a truth table here. True or true. True or true is always true. True or false. True or false is again true, because for or, even if one side of the expression, right hand side of the expression, this is expression, that's what we told, right? Operators and expressions we are learning. This is an expression. On the right hand side of the expression, the or expression, if we have false or true, one true is also there on the left hand side or the right hand side, we will the evaluation of the expression turns out to be true. If we say false or true, it's again true. Only in the case of false or false, the expression turns out to be false. Like here, for and is a stricter one. If it is true and true on the left and right hand side of the and expression, the result turns out to be true. In all the rest of the cases, it's false. Similarly, here false or false on the right hand side and left hand side of the expression, if both are false, then only it will turn out to be false. So here it is true or false. It should be true. Let's see. We wrote the program. I'll comment out this line and so that we see the output from line number 26. So we got a true like we were expecting. This is how the logical operators work. And we have another logical operator, the not operator. Not operator is very straightforward and simple. Not is a unary operator. When we say unary operator, it will have two operand. It will have one operand. Here we have two operands, right? For a operator or a and operator, right hand side there is an operand, left hand side there is an operand. For this unary operator, there will be only one operand. Not true. What is not true? Not true is false. Very straightforward. And not false is true. So if I print sys out of not is adult. Is adult actual value, what is it? Is adult is true. So not is adult would be false. So we are expecting a false here. We are expecting a false here. Let me try to run it. Before running it, I'll comment out this line. So we got a false. So this is a basic understanding of the logical operators, double ampersand, double pipe symbol, and exclamation mark, which are referred to as and, or, and not, and the truth tables for it. When we start using them in the programming, you will get a better understanding of it. This is like the basics for it. And for assignment operator, we'll come down. And for the assignment operator, I'll assign a value integer x equal to 10. And I can say x plus equal to 5, which is nothing but x equal to x plus 5. That means x equal to, in x what we have? Initially we had value 10, right? We had a value 10. X equal to x plus 5. 10 plus 5. So x will become 15. So let's see. Is it working in the same fashion or not? So let me drag this down a little bit. I'll say S out of X. I'll drag this S out of X and I'll run. I'll bring up the console. So 15 is printed. False is printed from this line. We'll comment that out. If you want, I'll run it once again. So 15 is printed. So initial value is 10. When I say x plus equal to 5, this is equal to x plus 5. When I say x equal to x plus 5, in x initial value is 10 and the next value that we are adding is 5. Ultimately, it will become 15. Similarly, we have x minus equal to, I say x minus equal to 3. X equal to x minus 3. X equal to x value is 10 minus 3. That means x equal to 7. So I'll comment these lines and I'll just try to print x. Before that, I'm commenting out this line because at this point of time, the value of x was 15. So in that case, what might happen is 15 minus 3, we might get 12. So let me try to run this also. Let's see what happens. See, 15 was the value here at this point of time. So after that, x equal to x minus 3, 15 minus 3 became 12. If I don't want to do that like that, what I will do is I'll copy, I'll paste it here, and I'll comment this line out. I'll comment all these lines, for example. Now, instead of 15 minus 3, what we will get is exactly 7. 7 we got. So this is how this will work, the assignment operator. I am commenting on this line. Whenever I comment later on in the upper coming sessions, what I will do is I will push all my code to a repository which is called as Git or GitHub. In Git, I will push the code so that the code is available in an online link. So, and I'll share the link with you guys. If you just click on the link, all this code will be available there. So then what you can do is you can watch the video and parallelly you can look at this code and you can practice. So the way I am practicing, right? The way I am writing, first write something, comment it out, then uncomment and comment it out like that. You line by line, you try to watch the video and practice. That's how it has to be done. So next, what we have is a ternary operator. Control C, Control V. So what I will do is I'll initialize a variable, integer kind of a type variable I'm initializing with a value int marks equal to 75. Now, before using a ternary operator, I want to use a simple if condition. If marks greater than 40, if the marks are greater than 40, sys out pass. Else sys out, that is S out is referred to as sys out when we talk in Java terms or the IDE terms. Failed. So I have 75 marks. Is it greater than 40? This expression, this is how the relational operators are used. This is greater than 40, this is true. Whenever for the if condition, if it is true, the code that is inside the if block, first true block will start executing. That is, we'll get a pass. If it is false, the else block will be executed. Then we'll get a fail result. We'll check for both the scenarios. So in this scenario, we should get a pass. We got a pass. Next time, what I will do is I'll change this value 35 greater than 40. It is false. So the else block. So the else block will get executed. Sorry, this part. There's some issue with my keyboard. So the else block, whatever you see here, this will be executed. So you get a fail. So this is taking a lot of lines, right? Lot of lines of code. Instead of doing that, if we want to simplify that, that's where this ternary operator comes for our rescue. I'm reassigning it into 75. What I will do is marks greater than, or I can also say greater than or equal to, even if it is 40, it is pass. Question mark. If marks is greater than 40, after if, what I want to check is false. This is else. Else, what I want to do is failed. So whatever result that we are getting, we will assign it to a variable. This is whatever result we are getting is a string kind of a result. So I'll say string result equal to pass or fail based upon the condition that is given here. This is how the ternary operator works. Then I print the result. Now because 75 is greater than or equal to 40, it's greater than 40, so we'll get pass. So if in this case I change this value to 35 and I run the program, this is a fail. We'll get a fail. So this is how a ternary operator works. This is a ternary operator. This is referred to as a ternary operator because it has three operands. This is one operand, this is second operand, this is the tertiary or the third operand. So we have three operands. We have a question mark and we have a column. So here the first operand goes, here the second operand goes, and here the third operand goes. That's why it is referred to as a ternary operator. And this is a very important operator. Usually, this is also referred to as a compact if else. We see this a lot in the code. So now we have covered there are also other operators in Java, but we are not using them very regularly. So that's why have chosen not to discuss them. We'll go to the in the next video. What we will do is we will go and we will discuss about if else, else if, and nested if else blocks. After that, next we will be discussing about switch case. So let's see how many videos it will take. But in the next video, we will be discussing these topics. Till here, we have covered. Till here, we have covered. This we will cover in the next video. Okay, thank you very much for watching the video. All the best for your future. And once again, welcome to aArambh Roadmap to the IT World. Thanks.